Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to yet another program. This is my name is Regina Mukondola, all the way from Brussels. I'm joined by the main man, all based in Belgium. I mean, in Germany. Welcome, Vice Chair. Welcome. I don't see all of you, but Vice Chair, please take it up from me and introduce the other guests who are here. Unfortunately, I can't see everyone. So welcome to the program again. Hello, Ivas. Can you hear me?
Thank you very much, Madam Chair Lady.
So today we are back again with a live transmission. We are going to talk about the trends going on in Zambia right now. So we have a few subjects to talk about. We have the Copper Belt Youth Chairman congratulating His Excellency the President on the youth projects that he has embarked on. We have the very good news that we've been waiting for years and years and years, which is the Tazama pipeline, the Indian energy, and all those things that have been revamped in just the past few weeks that the president pronounced this. We had, obviously, there's also propaganda. People who do not sleep, they've also got news to discuss. So we will also bring that on. So please welcome everybody again. Chair, I'll pass the baton to you so that you can say a few words. Evans.
Thank you so much. Are you able to hear me, Chair? Hello?
Hello, everybody.
Hello?
No.
Oh, hello?
Mr. Evans, I can hear you very clearly.
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Thank you so much.
But I don't know if the others can hear you.
If we have a video, we can put it on.
The chair lady can't hear me.
I don't know what happened. It seems that their gadgets, I don't know. The chair lady, can you hear me? No, she can't hear me as well.
Oh. Chair Molongo, Isaac, are you here, sir? Okay, are you able to see Mr. Molongo?
I can't see him.
Neither can I. Wow. Let me try to call him.
Yes, as we have been waiting, we apologize for that because we have a bit of a technical problem that I can't hear anyone from the other end. But if you can and you want to say something, please go ahead. I can't hear any of you. Ogi, you are there? Can you hear me? But Evans, I can see you now, and I would like you to just, I would like to welcome you to the program. And if you have anything to say at this point, please, I'll pick on you because you're the only one I can see, and I know you can hear. You can hear me. So welcome to the program, and I hope you had a lovely week. Tell us about your week. How has it been?
Oh, thank you so much, Chair Regina. It's awesome to be here on this platform, and looking forward to the discussion of the evening. Welcome viewers and welcome listeners. My name's Evans Lukomona. I'm the BT. In full simply means Business, International Trade and Education Interim Director of the UPND European Chapter, and we always joining you or coming through every Mondays at this hour. The week was quite splendid, was quite great. A lot of things happening. I mean, I can't wait to hear the expanse on the Tazama Tazara unpaid workers for 15 years. And they got their money. I mean, this is mind-blowing. This is mind-blowing. I keep saying the UPnd is only less than 2 years in power and still keep on solving problems that have been incurring for the past, couple of decades. This is mind-blowing. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
Anybody? Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. How are you? How was your week? Oh, your weekend.
Thank you. Well, the weekend has been very busy. As you know, a lot of work is work all the time. As the president back home said already, it's time for work.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
So it's the same thing also here in German. But it has been a blessed weekend, and we are live with His grace, and I greet everyone, the viewers. My name is Ogilawa. I live in Germany, in the city called Marburg near Frankfurt. So I'm very much excited today to talk about what is trending back home. As Mr. Evans already mentioned, some of the topics we are going to talk about, the retirees who are not paid for I don't know how many years, and that people are celebrating, and the president with his cabinet brought the smile on their faces, and I was delighted to see that as well in the media. This is the way forward, and yes, I belong to this group also, UPND Chapter Europe, and I'm in a position of the council advisor.
Well done. So, our council advisor, we would want to hear a lot from you. Huh?
Thank you.
Not only did the president say we are back in the Champions League, how about the football? I was tempting the chair to talk about football, but he said, no, I can't. Maybe somebody else would talk about the football. So how do you feel?
I feel great. I followed the game yesterday from the beginning up to the end. It was just, I was celebrating all the time in the house. My wife, she was like, what's wrong with you today? I said, come join me, see what is happening here. Things are happening.
Yeah, things are happening all around us.
Yes. So hopefully that the boys are going to make it after some couple of years not being at the African Cup of Nations. Now they are back again in the Champions League.
Yes. Good things happening all around. Do you know that Zambia is also preparing to be co-host of the Summit for Democracy 2023?
Yes,
with the United States.
I read it last week. Yes, I read it last week. So the vice president, she's now from the USA. She's expected to come to Zambia. This is a very big, huge movement.
Yeah. What do you think of that, Evans?
Madam Chair, this is mind blowing because when we, all of us here, we are in diaspora, and these countries are well shaped, are well set. they are able to deliver to their populace because of the definition of real democracy. So when the US Vice President is coming to Zambia, there's something that they have seen. There's something that our government is doing. So this is quite great. This is mind-blowing. And people or the opposition should not politicize this, because that comes with a lot of things which we may, talk about as we go in due course. This is quite great. This is quite great.
Yeah. But technician, the main man, the chair, how are you, sir?
I am fine. I don't know. It's like it's supposed to be a good Friday, but technically it is becoming a bad Friday. We apologize for the technical problems that we had here. I don't know. You could not hear me, and I could hear you clearly. But however, as someone who is in the field for a long time, I quickly look for a solution. That's why you are able to hear me now here. Yeah, so I'm excited also tonight just to hear the happenings in our nation, the good things that are taking place. Let's not put them under the carpet. Let people know exactly what is happening, especially when it comes to the New Dawn government. The things that they are doing is amazing in a short period of time, what they have achieved. So our support, they cannot do it alone. So actually, if possible, if we love ourselves, we can all come on board. It doesn't matter which part you belong or whatever. If you love Zambia, come on board and let's change it. Let it be the Zambia we want. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's very good. Sorry, I have to change to my glasses, so because I won't be able to see you. So we have all these nice, interesting developments. We forgot about the CDF, the payments to the pensioners, free education, desks, beds, and beddings in prisons, meal allowances, 35,000 teachers, 15,000 medical staff, all paid. Can you imagine that? The removal of death penalty, fiancé fee. Kutu atotela shad mwebantu.
Fearfully sure.
Fearfully sure. Fearfully sure. Ero fichidi fileisa. Fichidi fileisa. So what have we done that is different that these people failed to do in the past 10 years? What can you point at?
I think, can I come in?
Yes, please go ahead.
For the reason that past 1 year ago, almost 2 years ago, that the country was defaulted, and it was having a huge debt, and now that the New Dawn government is in power, just for a short period of time, you can see that they've managed try to dismantle the debts that Zambia has, and from being defaulted and to come back again to the routine to bring the country to normals is not easy. It needs people with brain, and this is what we are seeing in the New Dawn government. And I recommend our people back home, the Zambians, to sit down and see what is happening. For the first time in our country, that those people, the retirees, are paid. They're paid off. And now comes again another miracle has happened. The others who are not paid for how many years, they are paid off. Guys, what do you want? And more is coming. More is coming. The desks are being made in Zambia, no longer being from China or exported from China, but they are made in Zambia. The schools through CDF, they are built new schools, and we're in rural areas where they didn't have schools, where they were having those fun, shelters, but now we can see the development is coming. So guys, wait and see what will happen after 5 years. Zambia is going to be transformed. So let us keep working together and to change our mindset. And I know that the opposition, they always talk about whatsoever. But anyway, they have the freedom of speech, but sometimes whereby I think it's too much. This freedom of speech is too much. So sometimes I feel like it has to have the beginning and the end.
No,
But
you know what? It will come. It will come to an end. First, they have to see, some people, they have to see what is happening to really say, Awa, by UPN divakule kafie. They'll come to that. We'll come to that point where we will be saying, you know what? Ngatamukwe tefia kulanda ikale ntondolo.
definitely.
And it's coming. And it's coming very near because all these progress to Kwete and you keep on criticizing.
Wow, this is mind-blowing. I like your question. What has happened to the new Dawn government for it to achieve so much, which others couldn't achieve despite the lengthy, period of time that they were in power? Suffice to say, let me share something that I saw on one of the groups. Somebody share. I love this. I hope you are able to see. Wait a second. That is a school before CDF. Okay. Akamusakuta. Then on top, at the same premises, the school is erected. I keep saying, in less than 2 years being in power, where has the money come from? These people, they found an empty treasury. Now, it is all about the mindset, by Chair Lady. It's all about the mindset. And, the Bible, sorry, I keep referring to the book that has got all the solution on earth. That is the Word of God. Love surpasses everything. When you've got love, genuine love at heart, you're going to make so much changes. And this is what these people, they're about. This is but under the leadership of HH. Look at the little money that is coming quickly, they're transferring it to solving problems. But previously, despite borrowing so heavily, much of the resources, the money that came in, went into other people's pockets. The country can't run like that. Just today, I was discussing with somebody to say, come on, look at these guys here in the Western world. They don't have the diamonds, the gold, the ores and stuff, but they are fixed. Why? They have picked one thing that even God talks about. Feed your people. Feed your neighbor. Give resources to where they belong to. When somebody works, give him accordingly. And this is how they have survived. And they get blessings and blessings. And you're going to see, like Mr. Oji, my colleague says here, this is only 2 years. Let's wait the first 5 years elapsing. Zambia is going to be another Botswana in those years when Botswana used to be a better country. So it's all about love, giving back to the people. This is what our president and this government has made him to succeed. It's all about transferring resources to the needy, to the people. 15 years waiting for the money. Come on, that's mind-blowing. And you are paid just like that.
Yeah, so very true. Chair, do you want to chime in on that one? We can't hear you now.
Minute. Yeah, because I'm in control, so I try to make sure that I'm muted when I'm not speaking. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No, really, we have to just be very honest with ourselves. If we really want to see the change that we want, we can make comparisons. How were things before and how are things now? What has made this that there is abruptly from nowhere? We can see development. Things are changing. Things are done within time. It is because we have the proper leadership in place. That's number one. For anything to work, there must be leadership. It doesn't matter, even in a home, if there is no leadership, the home will become unfunctional. So right now, Zambia has the right people in power compared to those. If you remember the history of our friends, when the way they came in power in Kabwe, when after was it after Michael Sada died and they went for elections, they were raising hands. Very, very pathetic to an extent such that HH and the New Dawn government to put in place, just imagine. He said something, he said, no more cadarism. And if you behave, the law authorities, the police or security people, they will come after you. You know, in Upnd, people, they know very well, if you make an offense, you are on your own. So these are the things that shows that nobody is above the law. First of all, restoration of law has been made, and we'll see now legislative laws are going to be made to improve on them as we go. I think I heard the president and the government, they want to bring a lot of bills also to parliament this year that to contribute to this, because you cannot manage anything as well if there are no guidelines. So we need also to improve on our laws to make sure that we do away with all those odd, what was that thing they used to come and just arrest you, even if there is no evidence, they just come and 1935, before even my father maybe was 3 years old when it was made. You see, so all these things there are good things that are happening, and also not forgetting that, especially in the education sector, let's not forget that, because that is the basis of life. If a nation has educated people, you will see the nation developing. It's only unfortunate. Zimbabwe would have been a very good example when it comes to education. Many people, they don't know that 98% of the Zimbabweans, they are educated. 98, you can imagine. And they were neighbors, and they even got independence very late. Now, the president has brought free education, where we see old mothers, 64 years old. Now we see small girls, everyone, old men, everyone going back to school. Why? Because they want to learn something and be productive. And that is how it should be. As we are here, if you don't go to school, they will come after you. They'll follow you and make sure that you learn something that can help you to provide. I myself, I work in the IT industry for close now to 30 years. We train small boys. They have passed through our hands, and today some they are big managers, and they come back, they thank us, as, oh, what you did that time, that was really good. These are the things we want to see happening, and we can only do that if you support the government. I will not speak much. There's a lot that we can speak. The president was in Southern Province yesterday, and something good happened. I'll come back to that later on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chair. Speaking about Southern Province, I think our president also was at a funeral this week, and we extend our sympathies to him and the family. He lost his uncle, and I think they were buried on Friday or Saturday. I think Friday. Yeah, so we extend our sympathies to His Excellency and the family. And even at that funeral, Wapungwa were there. Wapungwa were there. So I saw this man who was actually a former ambassador, and you would think he would behave and just go to the funeral and attend, but he went there with a hidden agenda, expecting some kind of violence. Did you read about that?
Yes. I've seen the video. I've seen the video where he's mentioning, where he's talking and thanking the president, the Democrats that has come to Zambia, because he went there, this man went there with an expectation of being mistreated and not allowing him the way it was in the previous government, of tear gas at the funerals. There were tear gas people and this and that. But the way they welcomed him with respect, even though the president was still speaking to the people, to the masses, but normally he was supposed to wait until the president is done. But they still let him to come in, and they treated him very well. They gave him time to talk as well. And the person who died is his father-in-law, I think is what he's mentioned. So the outcome of the meeting at the funeral with the president and the cabinet ministers and the minister from Southern Province, it was positively that he could not believe himself.
Yeah. And you know, this is you know, Lesa, these are some of the examples we can use. Oh, this man, his boss, had the power to stop cadreism, to stop violence. He could have just spoken the word, and he didn't.
Yeah.
And he let people suffer through pain, anguish for over 7 years.
You can imagine.
He could have only said stop, because that's what happened. HH didn't go anywhere to go and seek some intervention from somewhere to come and stop cadreism. It was the word.
Just the word.
They at the inauguration, you know, I was there because unfortunately I was attending my mother's funeral. My mom died on the 16th of August, but I still had sneaked out for the you know, I said, I'm here in Zambia. There is no way I can miss this. He said it. No cadreism. It ended just instantly. So what was this other man who wants to wear it up? What was stopping him from doing that? What's your take?
Selfishness, Bachea. Selfishness. Like you've said, I love what you said, that there's power in word. I still remember as well, we were on tele watching live, and he even said, no cadreism, whether you are in opposition or you are UPND. If you are UPND, you are found into cadreism, macheting, fighting people, you are alone. I love that underscore. You will be alone. And people got scared. Of course, they were, back to the Kelisha. No. Atishani, you don't find the solution. Rwanda, the Tutsis and the Hutus, it was but HH7 said, Mane, you are going to be alone. You can imagine, I am a cadre. I was beaten by the previous system. Now my president is in power. It's my time to take up a gun and to follow them. He says, put the tools down. Just like Nelson Mandela did at that national stadium. When he was about to give a speech, Nelson Mandela will announce to say, let us now machete the white people who incarcerated us. They all got shocked when he said, vengeance is for God, not for me. They couldn't believe it. This is how you build a nation based on nothing but love, no vengeance. That was really awesome.
Yeah, you know, I was expecting it. I come from Copper Belt. I'm from Mufulera originally. And I was expecting that this time, HH7, he would even allow us, you know, just a little bit of But he said, no, not even Ulunsonga. You're not going to use Ulunsonga. You're not going to, use Amali again. He stopped us.
And this is also one. Sometimes when I see all the PF propaganda and how they are talking, I'm like, hey, but sometimes I feel like, let the president just 1 week or 2 weeks.
Yes.
Say, please. Give them the whip and then you talk.
That's why you see the taste of real leadership.
Yes.
But anyway.
The way that our president suffered, we have never gone through, you and I, we have never gone through that.
No.
So if you and I could feel like this, like 1 week, What more are they back at take? If I more. But he simply comes and say, change the build Zambia together. So that's why Nangwana opposition, Nangwatukana. If let's just be focused, that Wakatukane, but we just correct them until the nation, the masses, the truth behind the scene. At the end of the day, Wakanakachat, Tatwakwanishe.
Tatwakwanishe, yes.
Tatwakwanishe. It happened. UNIP.
Oh, yes.
Abaliko.
Oh, yes.
UNIP muliro. Wakatako wapi. Some of us even stopped going Guacamunga. Bamanga bantu bakinola esta bread rero akwe. Chaye kuliba vigilante kulia. But who knew? Bala afwani taka poisha na 1 month nabamipa lesangale ta change. Chibatoro kabato bali nipi bali toroke like nobody's business. Not in a forest about them. But where's UNIP today? Takoli. So let's just be focused, keep telling the people the truth, conscientizing Zambians, especially Misepela, to change the mindset as well.
Exactly.
Our president has said, party na ipwa. Before Chandaba Ogi, Kuwomba, Tim to Bombeshe. Yama handouts, Yari Kwakale, those, Waliamo. You can't grow old. You can't raise your grandchildren through this way and develop
and can you imagine by Evans, where we are now, we can't even wear Fidelity Party regalia freely like it used to be, because if you can't go anywhere now for regalia, because he's even against that. He says, I want to build the nation that was torn, because once who are ready to defend Wakuma, and I wish we had, like you're saying, that he could have just given us at least 1 month to beat them up, and then Hi, Maria. When he went to Brussels, there was no red. When he went to Vena Maria to Italy, there was no red. Hi, Maria. No. Huh? What do you think? Maria, over to you.
What motive got
because that's why I'm not supporting those who are unhappy about the lack of punishment. It's just superiority and wisdom, which I think because you can't tell who the fool is if you join
exactly.
And what to now. And I was listening to that audio which went viral, the one where we heard GB and Kambwili and talking about MMD and so. Oh my God, that is low. Yeah, that I was like, oh my God, and they were proud saying that we've kept our money. We've kept our money for a good time. Yes, and because the money wasn't retrieved from them it was going to be chaotic. So the wisdom which was there was like, just leave them, time will come, and we hope that the time should. It's unfair that people can be proud of these ways of bribing people, ways of using money in order to stick to power. So the money is there hiding somewhere. They use it at the right time.
The right time won't come. Let them just wait. I like the first proverb Bakateka said. I think maybe it wasn't the first, but when he took power, it was Ubuchenja Shiwanshi. I've even forgotten. Ubuchenja Shiwakwa Pungwa.
Yeah, something I forgot. Like
I can't remember. Or something like that. something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and you know what? This will come to pass, because what he was saying, he said, no matter how long this they can brag about it, they can say whatever they want to say, they are not going to derail the vision or the focus from the UPND government. Because the moment you start following and hearing all these noises from all over, they want to derail you so that you don't think of what you want to do. You see, now you see that they have been ignored. They are running out of things to say.
It's because this is PF is depending on attacking the government by saying weird things, propaganda, because they don't have a manifesto to say to the Zambians.
Yes.
So they are provoking a lot to disturb the government, to disrupt them from their vision. So that if they now start saying, this and the government is this and that, and then they have something to say to the people, because they are empty now. They haven't got anything to tell Zambians. That's why they are provoking a lot. And I think this fight against corruption, it's good, and I know that things will happen. Those people who have stolen some huge of money, they are going to be. I hope that they are going to be convicted somehow, someday. When, I don't know, but as for me, I think what is killing us back home is corruption is a demon. That is what is demonizing Africa, the whole Africa. Now let me speak on behalf of our country, Zambia. Corruption is a demon, and if we could change laws in the Parliament House and say, if you found you are guilty, you are a corrupt person, no bond, no how do you call it? No bailout. And there must be some certain of years. If you are found you are a corrupt person, I don't care even if it's 15 years imprisonment. Go there. Then you have to go there. This is when we can drive our country forward. And because I don't understand all this bailout. This one was found with houses, proceed of being of whatever, criminals, or they've stolen money, and I don't understand why those people are still out there on bailout, and they are on bond, and I really don't understand this. If there is a proof that those people, they acquired what they have, the houses, all their properties, through corruption, then everything should be taken away from them, and they should face jail. They should go to jail, to prison for that, because it's not a joke. We cannot have our poor people home who cannot have 3 meals a day. They have nowhere to sleep. They have no clean water. But they have been stolen their man, taxi payment. That's not correct.
No, you are completely right, and I think we are all sharing the same sentiments on corruption. What is killing, like you have said, Baogi, what is killing Africa, not only Zambia, it's corruption, and then what is also killing everybody, all of us, it's because people, it's a clique of thieves, Valipamo. So can you imagine if all of us, if I came with money, I offered Maria to do something for me, but she can't do it. She'll come to you, Baogi, and say, but Baogi, if you do this, since you know this one, since you know by Evans, I'll give you so much. So when you go to by Evans will be like, me, my capacity is low. I'll go to my chair. So you see, each one of us is trying to eat, but if I went to Maria and Maria said, no, honestly, it can be cut off, because there's no way Maria will proceed to you. So it's just up to the second person you approach. If they say yes, then you form this clique, because we send them 200, we send them 100, we send them Well,
Exactly.
whose money is that? It's the government's money.
Yeah.
And this is why, honestly, I think we will all agree that we are slow in getting rid of the PF men players who are still in the government.
Yeah.
Because those are masterminders
Mhm.
who know how to get bribes and who and where and how they can't be caught.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if you look at this bank employee, I think you have all read about him, who was paying his school fees umwana akatunga ku UK through Impia Shaku Bank. They've arrested him. But the people who have really stolen the money are still walking the streets.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And this is whereby I don't understand. This is my questions always. I question myself when I read the news that the ACC, they've published a list of some people who acquired their amount of worth through proceed of crime. Then this one is on bond. He was 2 days in sales, and then he's on bond. He's on bailout, and I don't understand. I think on that one we should we should plead with the government to change laws, to tell them before they join the cabinet, before they join the government, to tell them, guys, if you know that you have long fingers, don't join, don't be a servant of the government who cut them off. So stay away. If you are clean, come and save. So maybe it will help. Maybe it will help.
Only, the problem we have, I think, as Africans, you know what? The educated are saying, it's a waste of time. The only two industries you can get rich quickly is football if you are skilled, or politics. So there is this mentality, I think, that needs to be changed.
Exactly.
So I think if one, we need to change a lot of things. And Maria, I want you to chime in on this one. We need to change a lot of things. It has to start from the Ministry of Education. The curriculum has to change. The curriculum has to include, social courses, how to live like as an upright citizen. I think those things have to be taught at a very early age. I'll give you an example. Even it's not even concerning corruption, but I'll give you an example of my granddaughter. My granddaughter is 4 years old, and the mother was sending her to go and take a bath, and she said, "Let me help you to take off your clothes." You know what she said? "No, you have got no right over my body." You know what why she said?
Oh my God!
Yes, because at school they're telling them that no one should touch you anyhow. But then, kids are kids. They'll use that in any way because that's what they're being taught. And the same thing, if we told a kid that if you store your friend's pencil, there are consequences, I think we'll build a future where the youth will be scared. But with the current system that we have, I think all of us here, our great grandchildren will still be suffering from the corruption that is in Africa.
Can I just come in there?
Yes, please. Yes, Chair.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. I just want to make one announcement. Please, let's push, advertise for next week's program. We are going to come here and talk about waste management, and we are having a very powerful guest. Please,
Chair, you keep breaking.
Chair, you're breaking. We can't hear you.
At this message, it reaches as many people as possible. We need a lot of stakeholders. But Maria, she's down there in Zambia, trying to help that this program is implemented. The more people know about it, the more it shall be easy. So please, let's advertise this program and let's talk to everyone. Yes, maybe Maria can shed a bit of light as he comes in to tell us where she's at now and wherever they need support. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
Chair. Thank you so much. Maria, please chime in on the how we can get rid of corruption, and then also chime in on what Chair has said, please.
With your point where you were saying civic education, early childhood education on how to be a responsible citizen. You know, there are courses now, even at university level, where research has it for sure that even a mother who is pregnant and very corrupt can, in one way or the other, induce some kind of negativity in the, in the unborn baby. And so it's actually a very, very difficult aspect of life to get rid of. But many things are being done in order to maybe one day the world is going to have upright citizens. So I was just following what you were saying, like civic education, of course, not from the womb, but at school, from primary school, if they're taught values of how to be, a responsible citizen, how some vices are not that good for the country. As they go on, they can embrace these good values, citizens. Then coming to our guest for next week, indeed, she's really excited to come and bring her passion. I'm saying that it's her passion because I saw her present her area of fostering waste management activities in Siavonga with the women, in Lusaka with the women, and at national level. So our guest is even going to Hamburg. She's coming to Germany. Oh my God, you have to receive her also. She's coming on the 14th of April to attend a conference in waste management. Please receive her. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That is great. That is great. We will make effort.
Okay, make an effort. And so indeed, we need to advertise because we are bringing in an expert, a woman who is also helping them. They call them the scavengers, the waste pickers, but they survive with that. I don't want to waste her, what she's going to bring on Monday, but just to tell the people that come and listen for yourself. You have a lot to learn, and I hope that this is going to be a lesson or something to take home with. I end here. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Maria. I think today we are not going to pass the 1 hour mark, and we have 8 minutes, and I want to for us to come back to the Tazara. We haven't discussed it because corruption, we can talk and we won't end. But I want this good news, Tazama, Indian energy, all that. By Evans.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chair. Great topic. Regarding Tazara, my closing remarks would be, of course, that's really great news. That's never happened. It has happened. I keep repeating. The New Dawn government is in power only for 1.8, 1 year, 8 months, and it is doing amazing stuff. Now, my bit of worry is, I don't know the background. When these people, they have waited for their money for the past 15 years, you know what it means. Okay, you've been broke probably, and you've been living below par in terms of meeting your ends. Now here comes the money. in a lump sum. It could be in parts. Are there counselors, financial counselors, that are putting down these people and coach them how to use the finances? Because money can come and just fly out like that if you're not prepared for it. We've seen it happening. Yesterday, I was watching one of the former footballers, big ones. I won't mention the name. He was even flying with a private jet from Saudi Arabia and stuff, ending up selling, gas, Momosebo. You know what I'm talking about. So do we have such kind of a system? Ladies and gentlemen, those moms and dads who have received the benefits from Tazara, seek financial aid. How to use the money. Money can easily fly. You've waited for 15 years. You didn't have to go back to brokenness again. That's my piece of advice. If that is not done, please, government wings under the Ministry of Finance and so on and so forth, send counselors 1 week lectures, a lecture per week. That's enough. It will change somebody. It will save somebody's money. This is my only worry. Otherwise, kudos, His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema and team for fulfilling such a gesture and many others that have been taking place since coming into power.
Thank you so much, Evans. Yeah, that's a good suggestion that can work. But my own take again on that one, we have such a huge problem, and it all comes back to the corruption that we have been discussing this evening. If you want a counselor to come and visit you to help you manage your money, he would tell you, send me your transport. Muntu minekone ya talk time. So it's the same money. I don't know whether some of you might cut up a problem, Kurusaka, whereby you have to go and engage the police, or we can only go there and to pay the transport money.
Oh, you put petrol. Yes, exactly.
Yes,
it has come to stay.
You put gas.
May I chip in?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Probably at this level, instead of hiring a private counselor, probably it could be, within the hands or realms of the government to send an expert once in a week, paid for by the government. I don't think it could be that much. A 2-hour lecture or a workshop of 3 hours every week would serve the masses. I think transport, gas, and stuff the government would be able to afford.
Yeah, that's true. But I also think that maybe, the CDF funds, they should have in each constituency something like that, because it's not only about the pensioners who haven't seen money for 15 years, but it has to do with a lot of things, even with the CDF money. How have they sensitized people on this? And like we said last time, that there are people who have received money, and we want them to come on board and explain to us how long it took them to receive that money, what were they told, and how are they using that money, how has it helped them? Because each one of us, I'm sure, being abroad, we have relatives who are mumpele kufe 2 pini ya kantemba. You send 3,000. 2 pin, you send 3,000. Yeah. Then vai kalatondolo. After 2 months, you know why? Not that they are not grateful. It's because they've spent that. They don't have it anymore.
Yes.
So I think it's not only on pensioners, it's just worldwide, countrywide, whereby sensitization, how to deal with money should start at a very young age. Here piggy banks. You have to earn. Here, people, you clean the house, you have to earn, because if you want to buy a phone, if for former Zambians, we buy our children stuff and blah, 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 blah. Our Sungu, they're so strict. They let them work for what they want.
So that they may learn.
How do we transfer that knowledge? Anybody with closing remarks? I'll let each one of you come in and see what you can say on this one, please. Ogi.
I think in conclusion, what I would say is for me as a youth, I would like to sensitize and to invite my youth mate in Zambia, my brothers and sisters, to work together. Let us work together in developing our country. Let us share ideas in a positive way so that we can be able to bring the country forward. And please come and join the moving vehicle to transform our country. This is your time now. Let us have a clean environment of how we are doing politics. Let us stay away from tantamen system, so we don't have it anymore. And I'm so happy. And please, 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 you are the leaders of tomorrow, our youth. So work together. Working together is powerful. This is what we need. If we can be able to work together, then we can be able also to upgrade our country, Zambia. So these are my remarks at the end, what I can say. So you are now to see the heavy good impact of your vote that you have given. Your vote was not in vain. So wait and see what is going to happen. But we have to work together.
Thank you so much for that call. Thank you, Ogi. Chair Maria, I don't know whether there are any other people there, but please go ahead.
I'm coming in. Just backing your plea to say what some of the ideas out there that could help the benefactors, the beneficiaries of the CDF fund. I think last time I talked of the WeDo, which is a very, very important concept, which was, researched and it's working. It's actually based on teaching whoever is doing any kind of business, especially the informal. Okay, so WeDo targets the informal businesses where you're just like running a cantimba, and then you have 2-3 people helping you. You're obliged to keep your books. You're obliged to, this is an obligation because you have somebody coming to inspect you. So when you take this little loan, which is the loan I talked about, which is not where you don't need to pay an interest, but the obligation you have is knowledge of how to keep books. Okay, you go and buy, and then you have your budget, you keep books, and then that is where we can say that people are now, learning to do business.
Awesome.
It can be a very small business, but it has to be, budget, where you budget your expenses, you see your income, your profit, and everything. I hope one day we can have an opportunity to call one of the founders of this wonderful idea to come and spread it. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Maria, for your contribution. Always on point, Maria. Always, Matrini, you're powerful. Thank you so much for that. And obviously, we will look to you. Since you are in Zambia, we are going to use you to bring people on. So since and you are traveling this week, please make connections so that we have maybe 2 or 3 guest speakers lined up for us, please.
I have them already. Don't laugh at me.
Okay.
I'm scared of traveling the chair.
Okay.
I have two already. Thank
Just
you.
get me a short bios for them, and we will proceed so that maybe I can have a one-on-one as well before they come on air, so that we familiarize each other, we know each other a little bit, and then bring them on
Okay.
board.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
that will be great. But Chair, your closing remarks, please, sir.
Yes, thank you so much. This has been very wonderful. It's only that the time is so short. You can imagine 1 hour is already gone. Would have deliberated more. I want just to bring you to remembrance about the Kenneth Kaunda Foundation. Do you remember the Kenneth Kaunda Foundation?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, see that thing transformed. Now it's called National Quality National Education of Zambia, and there they are teachers. They are piling up. They are grouping up together just to educate themselves and disseminate this education to the masses. So like the thing you are talking about, doing workshops and the like, we can easily lean on what is already there. We don't even need to worry. The government is there, so the government of the day is there. We can only first of all tell them, okay, trainers of trainers. First of all, those could be teachers. You train trainers of trainers, and then they go out and train the masses. We can use that. And one thing that someone said this, let's incorporate these things in our education system. It will really, really change our mindset of the people in our country. That will be something which is very, very good, which is going to help propel the development that we are looking for, what we want. So it has been really exciting. I hope we'll have one day just a conversation about education so that we can deliberate and see how we can integrate so many concepts here. For example, I and Evans, we are doing education in Zambia, helping the needy and the poor. With our little resources, we have never been funded, and it is making impact already. And we want to grow and work to make sure that nobody is left behind. These are very, very fundamental things. I will not go in details. There are other things that we are doing in the background. Once they are finalized, we shall announce publicly so that people know that we mean well. We don't mean bad, and we are not after anyone's money. We just want to make sure that the intended education that we have gained here, it reaches the masses out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I hope everybody is listening. All we want is to give back to society. Some of us at our age now, we received a lot. We are who we are because we started from Zambia. That's who we are, and we can't run away from it. That's why we are spending our little euros to go to see that some differences are made either in education, healthcare, or sports. So we please help us to help each other. We cannot work alone. We are here because you are there. Without you, we can't succeed. So coming to the end of today's broadcast, I want to thank each one of you participants, especially the panel. Without you, Tetubeko. Thank you so much. And you know what? We have to embark on bringing the permanent secretary of sports or the minister of sports or anybody who's connected to, is it FAZ, Football Association of Zambia, because people have raised, all the players are Chipata and whatever. People talk about any small thing. So let's bring them. If a Favena Copper Belt, Tulibal Lubilo, you can't catch us. That's why we are in soccer all the time. So let's find somebody who can talk about soccer. Soccer brings people together. And this is one subject that we should think about. Try to bring somebody from the Sports Council of Zambia. I think, Maria, in the other group, we have somebody whom we can talk about, whom we can have to talk about the sports. I think
we have exactly.
Yes. Yeah, so we will, with your permission, we can line them up as many as possible. Let's bring sports. When we talk about sports, we are going to bring Chibuku, Mosi, everything, and we'll have a good time. So now, even as women, we are more involved in soccer than the men. So please allow us to line up our guest speakers in that manner. Let's see what really brings Zambians together, because the country was divided. If soccer can bring us together, if music can bring us together, let's embark on having those people on. We had, what's his name? This guy who was here, the musician. He can come. Is it not Chachi? What is his name?
Your maps?
No. The other one who was here in Belgium just last week, Mumbayachi. And I went and watched him. You know, here they appreciated his music. We can bring him on. We can bring him on board and see why it's that Zambians do not appreciate that kind of, you know, that kind of art, because he is very, very talented. I should say, very talented. We should bring them, and when we have that, what you, the educated people, call the celebrity endorsement, this group will be big. I don't know what you think, but celebrity endorsement is a big thing. We have Mumbayachi, let him come here. We have retirees, footballers, let them come. We'll have a crowd.
Perfect.
Yes, and we will bring our chibuku. You never even seen Kaleta chibuku. Ni Maria Kaleta Mosba. But then we are so lucky we have my chair. My chair will pray for us after that.
He will bless the chibuku.
On that note, thank you very much. Have a good night, and may God bless you. May He meet you at the point of need. May we continue to pray for our president, because only prayers of people around you can help you succeed in whatever you are doing.
Amen.
So bless you, all families.
Go with this as you go. Please just take 2 or 3 minutes just to.
Yes.
Welcome to the President's Desk, bringing you the headlines and exclusive insights from the week. This week, President Hakainde Hichilema attended the Invest Africa Trade Investment Roundtable discussion, launched the HH Innovation Fund, celebrated the VIP Global Water Changemaker Award, officiated at the opening of Absa House, held a consultative meeting with the Evangelical Fellowship of Zambia, and commissioned the 750 plus 12 megawatt Kafua Gorge Lower Hydro Power Plant. The government of Zambia commissioned a national milestone at the official commissioning of the Tazama pipeline conversion from a crude oil transporter to a finished product supplier. This move will reduce the cost of fuel transportation and secure the jobs of local transporters. On 21st March, President Hakainde Hichilema held a roundtable discussion with Invest Africa and Trade Investment Business Delegation, led by the CEO, Ms. Karen Taylor. Also in attendance was British High Commissioner to Zambia, Nicholas Woolley, and the UK Chamber of Commerce in Zambia. The president shared how our bid to invest in Zambia, make in Zambia, and buy Zambian will revamp our economy, and as we fully engage in value addition. President Hakainde Hichilema was presented the inaugural prestigious VIP Global Water Changemaker Awards at the United Nations 2023 Water Conference held in New York, United States of America. On 16 July 2022, President Hichilema launched the first ever Zambia Water Investment Program WIP Zambia during the African Union Media Coordination Summit, and Zambia is one of the first nations to receive the award for local country leadership on the launch of the Water Investment Program. The President was honored to launch the inaugural Hakainde Hichilema Innovation Fund Award Ceremony. The awards, a result of an MOU signed with Huawei Technologies Limited last year to train 50 instructors, 5,000 students, offer scholarships, and build an innovation hub to develop youth capacity in technology. 50 outstanding youths were awarded $1,000 United States each for their brilliant innovation and ingenuity that will change their lives and their communities. President Hakainde Hichilema officiated at the opening of the new Absa Zambia head office in Lusaka. The president thanked Absa Zambia for investing in education, health, and other key sectors, and urged the bank to consider easing access to finance for citizens like marketeers and farmers who work day and night to improve their livelihoods. President Hakainde Hichilema held candid consultative talks with the Evangelical Fellowship of Zambia EFZ delegation led by Chairman Bishop Paul Mususu. President Hichilema emphasized government's commitment to upholding African values, Christian principles, and working with the church to maintain peace, unity, and the law of the land for the good of the people. On 24th March, President Hakainde Hichilema was proud to commission the 750 plus 12 megawatt Kafua Gorge Lower Hydropower Station. This engineering achievement will drive job creation, enhance the economy, and curb load shedding. Through the Chinese ambassador, His Excellency Du Zhaohui, President Hichilema conveyed appreciation to the people of China for their partnership and support on projects of mutual importance.
Built between 1970 and 1975, the Tazara was built to give landlocked Zambia a link to the Tanzanian port of Dar es Salaam as an alternative to export routes via rail lines to Zimbabwe, South Africa, and Mozambique. Throughout its operation, it was run and maintained by some gallant Zambians who, after their retirement, were not paid their benefits and instead were relegated and forgotten about. However, over 15 years later, after the New Dawn government was ushered in, the retirees have now been fully paid a sum of 72,984,143 kwacha, 81 ngwe. Inclusiveness is a core principle of the New Dawn government, and as such, President Hakainde Hichilema pledges to leave no one behind.
Thank you for tuning in to the President's Desk. Join us next week for another update. Until then, stay connected and may God bless the people of Zambia.
Amen and amen.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.